Introducing Storytelling Entrepreneurs, moderated by Marc Malkin, Senior Editor, Culture and Events, Variety.
That's the timer. I thought it was my teleprompter. Hi, everybody. I know, we're the last, but we're the best.
We need some shots.
So let's do a little introduction. Nicole Byer, host, Why Don't You Date Me?
Woo!
This is their podcast. Erin Foster, Sara Foster, EP, Nobody Wants This, and host of the world's first podcast.
Woo! Thanks, Erin. Thanks.
Erin Foster, creator, writer. Oops, sorry. This is going to be the entire panel. I'm going to ask one question and go. Erin Foster, creator, writer, and EP of Nobody Wants This, and host the world's first podcast. Jake Shane, host of Therapuss. Benito Skinner, creator, writer, EP, actor.
I didn't say that.
Compensating and host Ride.
Woo!
And Matt Rogers, he does like everything also, and host of Las Culturistas.
Say them all.
Actor. Makeup artist. Costume designer. Influencer.
Work.
Host Las Culturistas. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
Listen, I had a day. I'm kidding.
Go.
Great.
Go. I want to start off with just asking about the platforms, the apps that you guys are scrolling the most. I want to know, where are you looking for stories? What are you enjoying the most? I know the other day, I was traveling, so forgive me, but my phone said I was on my phone for 11 hours in one day.
It's a tough crowd.
Honestly,
Like you guys aren't.
Been there. Right? Like when my daughter is like, "Well, show me your screen time." I'm like, "Oh, my phone, it died." It died. Like it is so scary when people ask you to look. You know, at a dinner party, I'm always like, "No. We've all been there."
So Nicole, which platform are you on the most?
I love Instagram. I love it so much. Give me pictures, give me videos. I'm happy.
What about you, Sara?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think Instagram obviously is the place that I am the most. It moves the needle the most, I think, for our businesses. It's football season, so I'm on YouTube a lot for...
Wrong panel.
Oh, sorry.
Wrong panel, girl.
Literally take that somewhere else.
Sorry, I'm just being honest.
No, you go on Twitter a lot too, or X.
Yeah, but I don't know. The algorithm is... yeah, well, that's also another panel.
I'm so curious to see what I mean, Nicole, you're much younger than us too, but what like the young people think of us saying Instagram, because I do think it makes us seem old, because Instagram is like millennials, and it is the only platform I look at. And then when I'm feeling like really disgusting and dirty, I'll go on the Daily Mail just to like feel really bad about myself. And now they've changed it up where like most of the interesting things are like exclusive, so you have to pay. And I'm like, I'm obviously not going to pay for that. But on a dark day, like, you never know.
100%. Yeah.
I also read the Daily Mail, but only on like the Snapchat Daily Mail app. Yeah. You know
That's
what I mean?
honestly, I think, darker.
It's awesome.
I guarantee you, Erin does not have a
No, they pick out the best stories. And
Erin, he
swipe
just
up on
read you. He just read you so much.
I don't even have Snapchat.
It's amazing. And I read the ones I'm most interested in. But I use TikTok the most, probably. Or sometimes Twitter. Ugh. I just think it's interesting. I like all the chart accounts that talk about different pop girls.
So same.
Yeah.
I feel like Instagram was my first love.
Hey, Erin.
I love it so much. So that, and then I'm on TikTok a lot, I would say. And then I don't even go near Twitter because I can't hate myself more.
Yeah, deeply Instagram. I'm the same. And also, I'm going to give like a millennial answer too. I guess an aging millennial answer here. Like the Endel Sleep app is everything. Like all sorts of soundscapes for like
Matt,
if you
that's
want to
also
relax.
a different panel. Okay, if I can't
I'm
talk
just
about
saying.
football, you can't talk about sleep apnea.
We might fall asleep. No, yeah, and I'm a YouTube person too. I will just refresh the YouTube. I think I'm part of the problem, like not watching TV, because I will just refresh YouTube and that's the day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Do any of you watch TV?
Yeah. I watched Overcompensating.
What?
Season 1. I was on Rob.
I didn't.
I saw on Instagram the new trailer for Nobody Wants This today. I'm very excited.
Hello.
Nobody wants this. I mean, you all know that I'm obsessed with your shows. It's like Overcompensating from what I binged it so fast. Nobody wants this. So I went to go interview Adam and Kristen. I think it was for FYC. It wasn't it was like a junket, an FYC junket. And I'm going to admit the only reason, and I told him the only reason I went there is because I had just gotten divorced. And I asked Adam if he had any hot gay relatives. And he said, I don't think so. And I said, show me photos and I'll tell you. Because that's what I'm looking for. I want, yeah.
Good to know, by the way. Good to
Yes,
know.
that was my personal ad, by the way. The one thing that, when I was thinking about all of you guys on this panel, I'm getting a little serious now, is authenticity. All of you are like living your truth. You are not phony, and I think that's why all of you resonate so well with people. You're in there talking about sex lives, dating lives.
Yes.
I mean, Sarah, how many people think you're Morgan at this point?
Wait, Mormon?
Morgan.
Oh, Morgan. I was like, Mormon? What? Yeah. Well, you write what you know, and
Yeah.
Erin writes what she knows, and she writes sister dynamics, pretty well.
And Jake, you're open about mental health issues, which I think is so important. Overcompensating. I'm just going to go there to that scene. What do you? You know which one. So there's a scene. Who's watched Overcompensating? Remember the garbage pail scene?
That was not the one I thought you were going to bring up. So I like a condom. Yeah, that one.
But I remember interviewing you about it and talking to you about it, and you're like, it really happened. And the writer's room was like, let's go there. And Matt, you were just you. Like,
Period.
come on.
Say that.
Yes. So I want to talk about that in terms of, does anyone feel like sometimes like, ooh, I went too far, I told too much?
Sometimes when I threaten suicide a few times, I get worried that people think I'm being serious, but I'm not. That's it for me.
And the timer just said we're up.
So I would, if there's a clip of that for the internet, just post it now, I would say.
We comment on pop culture, so what shows are coming out, what music is out, but also art creating ourselves. That's why it's like an interesting cross section there. So sometimes I feel, even if I'm just like a little bit critical of something, nervous that someone is going to take something the wrong way. And that's one thing that has changed from the beginning of Lost Culture, which started in 2016 when Bowen and I were truly nobody. We just started the podcast, so we'd have a play date every week for 90 minutes. And so when you're 26 to when you're 35, things do change and you do mature. So now knowing what it feels like to be someone that puts work out there into the world and is someone that potentially someone may want to discuss if they have the time, it does make you feel a little bit more sensitive and careful when you're just popping off. And popping off is fun, but I do think that people's feelings are important.
That's a very good point. I've experienced that also, where when I was trying to sort of find my voice early on, even on Instagram, on social media, I sort of played around with like, I'll make fun of this person or make a joke at this person's expense. And when not a lot of people are paying attention, you don't really feel the weight of it. And then when you have more people paying attention and then you say something that is funny to you, I understand why it hurts someone's feelings, especially if they think, oh, I really liked your show, and then you said something mean about me. That didn't feel good. It wouldn't feel good to me either. So I do think that we're a little bit too casual about making jokes and then hurting people's feelings because you don't realize that they might be fans, and then it really feels shitty for them,
I said this actually on my social media recently, and not to go, too deep or too serious, but I do think that we have an epidemic of kids bullying kids in school. I have a teenage daughter, and I'm telling you guys, it's bad. It's really bad. And I have to sometimes stop and take inventory on myself because I go, wait a minute, but our kids are watching adults bully each other all the time. And even if you sometimes think it's a joke or it's whatever, we have to sort of, I think it's our responsibility. It doesn't mean don't be funny and don't make jokes and everyone should, take themselves not too seriously. But it's something I think we have to think about a little bit more.
Like the piling on of people.
The piling on. Yeah, the piling on.
Is the toothpaste out of the tooth?
I think it's an opportunity to get better at what you do. You know what I mean? Just like, okay, maybe I think this overly critical or mean thought, and I'm a comedian. How can I let me challenge myself to make this smarter than just like thing I'm saying about you that's a blanket statement, and I'm going to call it a joke, which I think happens a lot.
It's much easier to be negative than positive.
Yeah, of course.
For sure.
And it does better. Being negative does better. On the internet consistently, and I think that is sometimes hard, especially in comedy. I think sometimes I feel like coming up in comedy, like when I was growing up, I remember looking to like YouTube sketches and stuff, and comedy did lean mean, like the way that people would parody people. And I find that I do think there's a bit of a shift though in the internet where it's like, I love the comment, "This ain't it." And I'm like, I just think that like seeing that, I'm like, oh, I love that the kids are saying this ain't it.
That's
you know what I mean?
burn.
They're like, you thought you were doing something right and you weren't. This is like cringe. So I do feel like you can feel hate, and I do think that it's being regulated more lately, but there is more hate also. That's one of the best answers I've ever given. That made so much sense. Did you feel all that?
I felt it deeply.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
No, I remember not when I was started, I was pretty much deep in my career, when there were certain blogs that were out there that were very mean and drew pictures on people. And people said to me, "Marc, don't you want to make money? Be more like him." And I was like, I can't do it. I didn't want to do that.
Well, it worked out for you. And not so much for the person who drew things on people's faces. All love to them.
Oh, I love you, Matt. Thank you.
But then can I also just say quickly, on the flip side, you also, I think we're seeing a lot of people trying to emulate other people on social media or in their content. It's like if you don't stand for, you got to stand for something, right? Or you stand for nothing. So I think we're seeing a lot of people kind of playing around what their personality is. And it's like, you got to have your thing on social media, and you can't worry about what other people are going to say. Just be you, put it out there, and whoever is into it is going to be into it.
And as far as like authenticity, I think it's hard to regret anything you did at a time, unless it was, maybe you're like, oh, that was like mean. But I think if it felt true to you at the time, as far as like the art you're making, outside of a jab at someone, I don't know. I've had that recently in the past year where like videos pop up and stuff, and I'm like, I wish that video didn't exist, and I don't think that's that funny, but like I wanted to do it then, and sweet kid. Like, I'm like doing the best I. So I think it's kind of being like, it was honest to me then.
And it's also, you've learned from it. You're not doing it still.
You're finding your
still
voice.
doing
It's
it.
hard to find a comedic voice. I think that too. It's like it takes time. So being like, oof, that sketch sucks. But yeah.
What stories do you think still need to be told?
I mean, so many, because people aren't a monolith. So it's like more, queer stories, trans stories, black stories. I think white people can still tell theirs too. I'm not saying they have to stop. But yeah, I just think we as a culture just need to embrace, different stories and not police them and let people speak their truth.
Also, like, there is something to a classic story that gets retold, but everyone wants to see two people fall in love. Clearly, everyone wants to see someone be accepted for who they are. One of the great things I think about your show is that it applies to everyone, because really what the character is going through is, I just want to make sure that if I tell everyone who I really am, that they're still going to love me. And that doesn't have to do with being queer. That could be do with, having a certain interest or, a certain pursuit. So as long as it feels true and real, I think you can, quote unquote, retell a story just as long as it feels like it's going to hit home with somebody.
Also, I would say that one of the things we really tried to do on our show is it's not that it was meant to be such a unique love story. It's that we really didn't want to follow a formula. And I think that people get really stuck. I'm sure everyone here has developed shows, taken shows out, and they go, well, we're really looking for workplace comedies because The Office is hitting, and we're really looking for feel good because Ted Lasso's hitting, and you're always trying to catch up to the next thing. And it's better to create the next thing, right? But it has to be authentic. So when I was writing the Nobody Wants This pilot, I wasn't writing a rom-com, and I wasn't trying to bring rom-coms back or tell a different kind of story. I just wanted to tell a story that was meaningful to me, and it was not following an act structure or an A-B story that I had learned in college. It was really just the story I wanted to tell, and I have to give Netflix a lot of credit that they'd never tried to turn it into the thing that they, their algorithms and data tells them works. And I think that that's something that we all can try to do as people who have the option to push the boundary and do it the way that feels right to you, not as part of a formula. That's this kind of story I think people want to see, is they feel the formula. And you don't really, as an audience member, want to feel like you're just sort of part of the wheel. You want to feel like you're reading or watching a story that is meaningful to somebody.
Yeah, it's like making things not in reaction to the success of something, but because you really wanted it. And I feel like you can feel that in a story in 2 seconds.
Exactly.
Where I'm like, oh, they were dying to make this.
Well, it goes back to authenticity. You're telling your stories.
But the world isn't going to let you be authentic. You have to force it. Most people will tell you to be something else that makes them comfortable, and it is very challenging to feel confident enough that you push forward and stay being yourself, and then eventually I do think that it can be rewarded.
Nicole, on your podcast.
Yes.
So, we have dating stories. Mm-hmm. Has there been one that just left you with your mouth on the floor where you were like, never thought we'd go there?
There hasn't been anything where I was like, oh my God, that's so shocking. But I reveal a lot about, my sex life, my dating life, because I think it's interesting. I think it's relatable. I mean, sometimes through talking, I'm like, uh-oh, I'm the red flag. This is not good. You're the reason why you're single. But I'm trying to think of a story that was, I did a wild thing. I went on a date where we went to the Burbank airport. I bought us refundable tickets on Delta because I'm a diamond diva. And the highest status, I'm allowed in the lounge. And I bought us refundable tickets. We went and ate at Guy Fieri's Burger Bar because we heard the burgers were good. And then we just left. And then I got the money refunded back to me. So it was a win-win.
Wait, you can't just eat in the restaurant without buying a ticket?
Well, it's in the Burbank airport.
I understand.
Past the gate. So we went through TSA and everything.
Why were you buying the tickets?
Because I'm a boss bitch. Because
I need to know.
It was my idea.
Okay.
Where were the tickets to, SF?
They were to Salt Lake City because
Fabulous.
they were the
Perfect.
cheapest ones.
My favorite city.
Erin, has your husband said to you, something happens in the house? Is he like, no, do not?
Yeah. We have this handshake that we do that sort of started out of a fight, and I was very. When you're really mad at someone, so you just go rigid because you won't let them hug you or make up with you.
I think that's just our childhood.
Oh, okay.
That we learned, Erin. It's not everybody.
So he kept being like, "Come on, permission to touch you."
Yes.
Great. Okay. He's like, "Come on, let's hold my hand, and I was going like this, and then he put his hand out. He goes, "Oh, we made a diamond," and it made me laugh so hard that it became now we have a rule in our house that if he says diamonds up, I have to do it. And I tried to put it in the show, and he was like, that is the most unconscionable thing anyone's ever done. Take that out immediately. So then I had to take it out. But now I told it to 100 people.
I confided something really personal to her during the writers' room of season 2. I mean,
I almost was going to say something about season 2, but I can't because it's not.
No, you guys, like very personal. You guys, she put it in the show. I'm not over it. Like I am.
Gotta know who you're
Writer
talking
in the
to.
dark. Sorry. Lord said it.
Nothing.
You rue the day you kissed a writer in the dark. Sorry.
No,
You know who
nothing
you're
is
with.
secret.
That's all I'm saying. You know who you're with. It might go in.
Exactly.
Jake, I love. I think it's today you went a little viral with your Glenn Powell story. Glenn Powell telling you that he broke a date's nose.
Oh, he did. Yes. Yes. I was like, I didn't see. Yes, he told a story where he was doing what he called skateboard parkour. And so I didn't.
On a date.
On a date, but he was like 16. And he like swung his body around and hit the girl in the face and broke her nose. Jeez. No, so it wasn't like with ill intent. He was just doing parkour.
That's like from Glenn Powell. Like,
Yeah,
her nose was fucked up.
It's a badge of honor. It's a badge of honor.
Oh, that was funny.
Congratulations, Benito, on season 2 of Overcompensating. I hear it's going to be filming soon.
I love these tricks.
Good luck.
But do you have are you ever just like walking around and all of a sudden this memory comes back from college? Do you have this ongoing list of like, oh, we got to get all of that in season 2?
Yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about it for a long time. And it also just like from season 1, things we couldn't fit. It's like 8 episodes, 30 minutes. You really run out of time quick. And I'm like, oh, there's so much more I want to say.
You fit a lot into that.
We did fit a lot. Yeah. But I'm like, I think in season 2, yeah, I'm really excited. It feels like there are a lot of things unfinished that I think you'll get what you want. Maybe be a little surprised, but it is hard. I always listen to like college playlists that I used to listen when I was in college, just a couple years back, and it's just I'm kind of just traumatizing myself every day, and I'm into it. I think it's fun, and the writers' room is down for that too. So we're all like telling stories, and they all end in a really sad place, but it's fun in the middle. It's feeling good.
Matt, like you said, you guys started Las Culturistas in 2016. You took it to the next level with Las Culturistas Awards, which was a live show. And then this year, you took it to being televised on Bravo.
Yeah.
Tell me about sort of that evolution.
Well, the Cultural Awards started as a joke, like the podcast, like everything. And really what it was I think that we just maybe would light on pop culture that week. And so I forget if it was Bowen or me that said, let's just announce a bunch of categories for awards and just say nominees and really just make each other laugh. And when I can make him laugh or he makes me laugh, we feel like, oh, that's a sign, follow it. So we just fully 3 episodes after we announced the nominations said, the awards are canceled, it's not happening. And it was never supposed to happen. But then we got an opportunity to do a live show at Lincoln Center for free. Our listeners could just come. They really came, and then it became a thing to where now it's on Bravo, and we were looking out from the audience, from the stage rather, at rehearsal and seeing the people on the seat cards, the names on the seat cards. I was like, okay, we're going to dance to Abracadabra by Lady Gaga in front of Jeff Goldblum. Like, I'm going to thrust in front of this man. And I thought, it's really gotten out of hand. And I actually did have the first moment in a while where I'm like, is it too much? Like, will people get it? Did we got away with something, but that's not always good.
Well, I had a friend who watched the show and said to me, the Oscars are done. This is the future of award shows. And he was dead serious.
Funniest thing I've seen this year.
That
It was
is
the
so
funniest thing
nice.
It was shocking. My jaw was on the floor the entire time.
That's
I've
so
never
nice.
laughed.
As someone who wants an Emmy nomination so bad,
Totally.
I hope awards aren't over. But I'll if they have to end, I guess I'm happy to end them. But no, it was just so much fun, and it was such wish fulfillment, and I feel like I keep getting that, and I'm blown away by that project and where it went. It's very, very fun for us.
Where does it go next?
I think that with the podcast and the fact that that show started out in the park and it was just as fun, this might sound silly to say, but I don't need it to be on television. You know what I mean? Like I don't need that from this project. The fact that it is so fantastic and so great. And just hearing a couple of you lightly, woo, makes me really happy, because that was the goal. It just was to make us have fun, laugh, and involve everyone in like a big tent of fun, because we really do need that. And that's, I feel, my job and my purpose is to just make people laugh and smile. And so that's all. I can do that anywhere, on television or not.
What? In terms of, obviously, all of you are on multiple platforms. How do you decide what goes to what platform?
Length of the clip. I wish people laughed harder.
I nodded emphatically. I was like, the length.
Well, I was just wondering how many platforms there are. Like, where does it go? Because I don't really know.
I couldn't think of anything besides Instagram for the app question, so I don't know.
We don't utilize, or sorry, you go.
No, you first, please.
People would way rather hear from you about platforms, because I really
I post for Instagram, it usually is just photos. I don't really, sometimes I'll do videos, but I really just kind of do the distinction. Well, if it's a photo, I'll do Instagram. If it's a video, I'll do TikTok. And that's really just as simple as it is for me.
It's a really scientific method, you know?
I feel like we have this conversation all the time, is how best to utilize social media to our advantage, right? We have a fashion brand, we have a podcast, we have, stuff, but the truth is we don't do a good job with it. We don't have social media managers. Anything you see is just us like, all right, like let's put it out there. But we don't, and of course Instagram for favorite daughter, but we don't, I don't know. I don't think we do a very good job on actually like utilizing. I think we have 10 watching people on YouTube of our podcast. Like, that's not a joke.
We beg to get a YouTube
we literally
channel and
have
no one watches
100 views. So throw us. So clearly we're doing it. Help is
but
what
they're
we
dying
need
hard,
help.
I'm sure, and that's what matters.
They're engaged. Yeah, they're engaged. But yeah, it's hard, but it's something you, I guess, really have to master.
I do this like really cool trick where I post the same thing on Instagram and TikTok, so I don't have to think.
Yep.
And apparently, if you post it on LinkedIn, you're only supposed to do it once a week.
LinkedIn is not trying to see a bunch of posts.
I've never had a real job. I don't know what LinkedIn is.
LinkedIn is such a mystery to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I went from Lane Bryant to the TV.
Like, you guys can keep that one.
LinkedIn is actually thriving, though.
It
actually is thriving. It's not like Facebook, like where you're like, oh, who's on there? My aunt. No, it's like LinkedIn.
I'm building another business right now, and I have single-handedly put all the pieces together through LinkedIn.
Okay.
Guys,
That's
we're
the
old.
clip.
We're old.
That's
like,
the
she's
clip.
not even on TikTok.
But that's not, I don't think that's old. They're young, Jake. They're young people on LinkedIn, right? People.
Yes, I used LinkedIn all throughout college. And then I got a fake job, and now I don't use LinkedIn anymore.
Who are you guys following on Instagram? You say you're on Instagram all the time. Who are you?
My favorite girl is not skinny but not fat. She's my favorite follow. She's sort of like how I know my pop culture news, TV, all the things.
It's true. You don't need to look on the Daily Mail if you follow her. You can kind of get the highlights all right.
Sometimes my husband hears her voice in the background and he's calls her my CNN. Erin's watching the news, where I find everything out.
Matt, who are you scrolling?
I'm trying to think. There are these two gays that live in the Midwest, and
Which one?
PJ and Thomas.
Oh,
and
PJ.
I just love watching their life.
Did you see
The
their
ones
overalls?
who do the orders at the restaurants?
No, but I love
Philly's
them.
orders,
No, they're icons.
Oh, okay.
But no, I don't know. I really like to watch these two guys raise their family and tend to their farm at PJ and Thomas.
PJ and Thomas. Benito. Go ahead.
I only follow Disney adults. I'm sorry. It's a world. I'm completely immersed. And it would be it was a joke on set. It'd be like, what's he watching? And then Wally would walk in and someone would be like, here's everything I ate at Disney a day with no budget. And I would just be like, I'm obsessed. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because I'm sometimes if I see comedy, I'm like, oh, I'm scared. I'm at work. And then I love watching people do makeup. I could do that forever. I'm like, yes, do a full beat. Like, girl, take it there. But yeah, it's Disney adults. I'm like, what are you eating at the parks?
Do you watch plus size park hoppers?
Of course
I love
do.
them.
What is this?
Plus size park hoppers.
Yes.
They range from sizes 2X to 5X. God.
They're really good.
And they're really wonderful, and they get on the ride, and they tell you if they fit, and it's good for if you're a plus-size person, you know before you get to the ride.
Yep.
I love them.
They're there
doing
every
the Lord's
day.
work.
I mean, it's
they
just
truly
like-
are there every day.
It's incredible. I just love it. Fucking love it. I want
They're
to go
hustling on
Disneyland.
LinkedIn. They got the cash.
You'll never wait in a line if you follow some of these people.
No.
They'll just tell you what to do.
Well, you are like a theme park.
Don't point at me with your
Expert.
Disney adult accusations.
I posted once. I was like, I need Six Flags tips, and I think I got 100 messages that was like, oh no, you have to ask Matt Rogers. He's like a theme park. What?
No.
And I called him and I said, what? I said,
Why are people doing this?
Yes. I was like, why are people saying you know about theme parks? Tell me it isn't true.
Jake, who do you follow?
I follow like my friends. I would say my favorite follow is Meg Stalter. I think her videos, those are the videos that like make me laugh out loud the most. And then also I love my For You page. Like I think it's
Love my For
really,
You page.
I'm serious. Like it's really become accustomed to me, obviously, and like
I would die to see your For You page.
yeah, it's pretty. It can go like one of two ways.
A lot of mine is you.
Really?
Yes.
You,
You be
you
popping
interview
up,
a lot
girl.
of people.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And it's always fantastic.
You're on mine a lot too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mine are guys who dance, like professional dancers.
Sweetie.
No,
Magic Mike or like Dancing with the Stars?
no, because I wanted to be a dancer when I was a kid. So when I see these openly queer men dancing authentically, it brings me to tears. So thanks for making fun of me.
You didn't ask me who I follow.
Plus size park hoppers.
No, I was asking.
Oh, that was
yeah,
it.
that,
Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
I was,
Go ahead.
I was doing a
But I
little
want you
crosstalk, you know?
Oh,
Okay.
Who do
I
you follow?
follow ladies with fat asses. Thank you, Matt.
Plus size park hoppers and beyond.
There's this lady named Gracie Bond.
Okay.
I love her. She's got such a fat ass. And she'll make videos where she's like, the seat. She's Brazilian. Maybe I shouldn't do the accent. She's like, she'll just be like, the seat's not wide enough. And I'm like, yes, girl, tell them. Tell Southwest. I like her.
We have like 5 minutes. Where do you see your storytelling going? Like what's that ideal sort of dream? Someone says to you, whatever you want to do, it's greenlit, you have all the money in the world. What would you do? What story would you tell, and how would you tell it?
Well, mine definitely wouldn't be about myself. I think that's one thing I'm like done with. I feel like that's like out there already, and I do think that's one thing that is a little bit of a bummer of when you tend to pop off as a Instagram, not Instagram, a podcast situation or that type of deal, is because then they're like, oh, we love you, we want more of you, and it's kind of like, you got me, girl. Like I can't say another thing. You're asking me who I follow, and I'm like, what have I not already said? You know, I would love to do something that was very different from me. So, and I plan to.
Something like straight football.
Yeah, mine's overcompensating, but the opposite. I go back in the closet and have amazing success.
It's warm in there. It's warm in there.
Yeah.
Mine would be about myself. No, I'm kidding.
Same.
No, I'm kidding. I really want to tell more relationship stories from different perspectives, and kind of, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I think when one thing really takes off, it makes you feel like you, not in a way to chase something, but that you want to prove to yourself you could do it again, on purpose, and so that it's not a fluke. And so I have that for sure in my head. And yeah, that's it. I had something else to say, but honestly.
But I feel like for us, like through our production company, we've always been like, what's our flea bag? Like Erin's like Phoebe Waller-Bridge. And we're kind of like, I think we've spent a lot of our lives sort of resisting maybe who we are a lot and fighting to be taken seriously. And, you know, I fought to be taken seriously as an actress for so long. It never really happened. And
it could still happen.
It could still happen. But we talk about this all the time. Like, we're living in such hustle culture, right? It's like, when is enough enough? It's like, you got to have the podcast, you got to have the brand. Oh, you didn't sell any shows? That's bad. You know, it's just like, it's like, when can you actually sit back and go, okay, like, I want to enjoy the fruits of my labor. Like, that's all
literally what I was going to say. It just made me think that something that people don't talk about enough is that work-life balance is really important to me.
Yeah.
And I only like to work with other people who respect work-life balance. And when you go home and you're in bed with your partner, by yourself, watching TV, I have a baby at home, and it has really shaken up what I prioritize. And there's this like culture of bragging on how little sleep you got or responding to everything in real time. And I've gotten more comfortable where if I get a text at 8:30 at night, I am not afraid to say, guys, I'm watching Real Housewives of Miami with my husband, and that's our me time. And I'll get back to you at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and everything will be fine. And I don't want to feel embarrassed by that. And I think the more you do it and prioritize your life, the more it gives other people permission to do that. And I just think we need to spend time with our friends and family and by ourselves and not be so obsessed with always being on, because it's a recipe for a really unhealthy mental state.
Nicole, what's your project? What's that dream project?
My dream project, obviously centered around myself. I love who I am. I think I'm fun. My best friend is Sashir Zameda, and we work together a lot, so I think a dream would be a show or like a movie that we have written or created, and we get to, you know, be in charge of it. But yeah, I like telling love stories. I also love interviewing people about love, so that too. I don't know, I got a lot of fucking dreams.
Jake?
I think my dream would be to write a show similar to you about myself and see where that goes. Maybe like definitely a comedy.
Dream co-star?
Dream co-star?
You want to star in your show?
Well, yes.
Okay, great.
I would never, and then not. I don't know. Someone.
Taylor.
What?
Taylor.
Yes, but I think maybe like
that would be Taylor Swift.
I would love to do like improv alongside like Meg Stalter. I think that would be awesome.
Because Taylor is busy with like singing.
A few things.
You know?
She's gonna direct. She's gonna direct a movie.
Oh yeah, she's directing. Well, yeah, okay. Have her do the pilot, Jake.
And Benito, who's your dream guest star for season 2 that you start filming soon?
Oh my God, my dream guest star. I want Pedro. I want Zed. Yeah, I said it. Who else? I want Charlie back. I just told her.
Tell us about the wedding.
What wedding?
The wedding that you put on Instagram.
Yeah, it was so gorgeous. She's literally the most incredible person. I've never met someone who works harder than her. So for her to have one day off, that was cool to see. I was like, take this in, girl. This is the one day off you have had, I think, in like 5 years. But yeah, it was really beautiful. She's a beautiful person. I'd work with her forever. And I think as far as maybe what I want to make, I just love friendship. I think friendship is so interesting to me because I think sometimes, as much as I love writing flirting, I don't know, and I love writing sex. That's fun. You know, it's exciting to write relationships and romance, but there's something about friendship that just feels like even more at times life-saving to me and in the way I view friendship. So I think that's just like always a part of my ideas, and I like lead with that. And I think I want more gay friendships on screen, and I think there's so much more to say in that space. And also just like what women do for gay people. Yeah, I love you.
That's a beautiful note. We are at 0:00:00. Time's up. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.